miss the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate.
No tak, szerda wyjściowa.
I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Tak, no lepiej tego nie rozgłaszać, to co się wydarzyło przed chwilą praktycznie. Tak, trochę nie w porę.
Phineas Nigellus Black.
Phineas Nigellus Black. Czy to jest ten z tych Blacków?
The headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
Dobrze by było.
I'll be in touch.
Jasne, profesorku. Taki średnio przyjemny dyrektor. Ale jeżeli to jest ten Black z Blacków, jak w sensie pradziadek Siriusza Blacka, to spoko. Fajna sprawa. Weasley!
One more to be sorted.
Też babcia.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
No powiedzmy, bo też rudawe włosy. Ach, i tiara przydziału.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you?
I mówi to stara tiara.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions.
No wiadomo.
Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well.
No wiadomo.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
Może i tak, oczywiście. Ceremonia przydziału Slytherin. Akceptujemy ten dom. Dostałem ten dom ze względu na...
You belong in Slytherin!
Ze względu na połączenie Wizarding World razem z grą i tam sobie, że tak powiem, wylosowałem.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Chłopie, no takie rzeczy Quidditch widział, ty odwołujesz go? Dlatego?
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Dziwny dyrektor. Co to za statering? Halo?
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Bardzo miło.
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Co to za hasło?
Very well.
Weak as fuck.
Aspiration.
Piękne wejście. Naprawdę świetnie
Well done.
świetnie zrobione.
Go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
No przyda się. No po prostu dziwne też, że zaczynamy jako piątoklasista, jako 5. rocznik. Nie zaczynamy od początku, no ale nie ja tą grę wymyśliłem.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Dobra, no to idźmy do pokoju wspólnego. Trochę sobie jeszcze pogrzebałem w ustawieniach, żeby może nie mieć tych stutteringów, żeby się tak nie ścinało. No, gra jeszcze jest bez patcha. No i nie ma też sterowników na day one, tak
I
zwany.
suppose some introductions are in order.
A, to się przedstawiać. Wszystkim, kurde, można się przedstawiać w jeden sposób. Avada Kedavra i chuj.
Well,
Dobra.
I suppose...
Tu mamy jakiegoś
No.
Sebastiana.
Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
Zazdrościsz?
She's a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Jasne. Jak dostaniesz ode mnie
It was nice
Zawady
meeting you,
Kadawry, to
Sebastian.
pogadamy.
I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
Dobra, porozmawiamy z wszystkimi. Jak tutaj leci. Mamy tutaj...
Might want to think that again.
O, grają w szachy czarodziejów,
There, are you?
Here.
ale zrozumiała. Pyk.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
No i po co?
Told you.
Mówiłam. O, jak zarozumiała.
You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years.
No pewnie.
I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
A jakie masz umiejętności jazdy na moim kutasie?
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Możesz polatać na moim siurze.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Możesz śmignąć na moim siusiaczku. Na Big Coku. Ty, wait, co on ma z oczami? Czyżby on był niewidomy?
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting.
W sumie nie patrzy się na mnie, więc jest chyba niewidomy.
Based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Aha, you're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
No,
Thank you, Ominous. Very
nie,
nice to meet you.
nie chcę być
Pleasure was all
chamski,
mine.
ale raczej,
Stranger.
raczej niewidomy będzie miał ciężko z oprowadzeniem, chyba że...
Fifth year Slytherin in here. Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Chyba, że to ma jakiś tam spell, kurde, na oczy, czy coś, nie wiem, no. Nie mnie oceniać. Dobra, idźmy gdzieś na schody, ale to... Nie, dobra, tu. Możemy patrzeć po minimapie, będziemy się kierować minimapą. Wybiegnijmy tam do pani profesor, to jest wicedyrektorka, jak dobrze pamiętam. Dzień dobry.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've
Powiedzmy.
been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
No te sumy.
Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
No, brzmi jak propaganda. Co to za książka? No halo? A się powrotka poruszała.
It is a wizard's field guide.
A, przewodnik.
It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
No w sumie racja. Ten chciał włożyć pod łapę, a ona znikła.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
No okej.
This way.
Skrzynka. A, dobra.
I certainly would have appreciated something
Nie mogę z niej
like this when
skorzystać.
I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to
Ale
be
mogli
alert to your surroundings.
byśmy może na przykład szybciej iść? Bo tak troszeczkę się włóczymy. Znaczy nie włóczymy,
The
tylko
guide will
wleczemy.
give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
No okej. No jestem.
Why don't you cast
O.
Revelio on that
Revelio.
station and see what details.
A, no okej. Czyli odkrywamy punkty doświadczenia, okej. A, to jest takie coś jak do podglądu progresu, jaki zrobiliśmy. A, kumam. Dobra.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Kiedy my dostaniemy własną różdżkę? Bo na razie póki co mamy używkę. Czekajcie, czy za każdym razem... A, nie będę musiał za każdym razem podchodzić i mówić ambicja, tylko po prostu od razu same się drzwi pojawią. Dobry patent. Fajnie, bo tak to trzeba było się za każdym razem zatrzymywać. Czekać, aż się cały ten wężyk pokaże. O, tu coś jest.
Ah, good timing. Perfect
Skrzynka!
opportunity to show you how to use
Kurczę, nie mogę
things
do
to get
skrzynki.
around.
Trzeba będzie się wrócić.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Dobra, okej, otwórz mapę. Czyli za pomocą proszku Few używamy szybkiej podróży, tak jakby. Z tego co rozumiem. O, dobra, tu mamy. Się tepnąć. Kół chroni cię przed atakami, które można blokować.
And here we are. Quite the time saver.
A,
These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
spoko, czyli po prostu tak zwany
Always something happening here. It's the
fast
heart of
travel.
the hive. Our
Proszek
keys
Few.
cross
Ciekaw jestem,
stations,
czy
so to
po
speak.
całej mapie będziemy mogli się tym poruszać, czy tylko po
That
zamku.
should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both charms and defense against the dark arts classes today.
Uroki i
And
czarna
I'd like to
magia.
be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Dobrze.
Thank you, Professor
A
Weasley.
później będziemy
A lot
gadać
to
z wszystkimi.
absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't
No
say more.
właśnie.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now.
Trochę się wygadaliśmy.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Trochę też.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
No dobra.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
No, przydałoby się iść do Hogsmeade, coś sobie kupić. Dobra, porozmawiajmy z profesorem Figiem, bo i tak
It's good
musimy.
to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We
No,
don't know
dokładnie.
where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Trochę racja.
Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okej. Otwórzmy, no i... O, zajęcie zaklęć. Accio i mamy Levioso. Czyli Wingardium Leviosa, tak? Aha, czyli jak drugim przyciskiem myszy kliknę, to mi śledzi zdanie, a tu mogę... A tutaj mam dziennik zadań. Okej, spoko. Wyposażenie. Czy możemy coś zmienić? No na razie nie. Mam kilka rzeczy, ale to później pewnie będzie można edytować. Inwentarz. W inwentarzu na razie też pusto. Kolekcje. W kolekcjach też praktycznie nic. No tutaj kilka ubrań. Wyzwania. Misje, no i mapa. Zerknijmy na mapę. To jest Hogwart, a mamy jeszcze... A, nie można. Nie mogę się przełączyć na Hogsmeade. Szkoda. No dobra, no niech będzie. No ale to przecież przed chwilą to zrobiłem. No. Okej. Okej. Śledź misję. No dobra, no ale... Coś się zbugowało, halo? potentegowało i po prostu musiałem zrestartować grę. No dobra, no to mamy lekcja zaklęć Leviosa. Ciekaw jestem, czy będziemy mieć jakieś wyzwania, coś jak w starym Harrym Potterze, czy... A, drzwi się otwierają, okej, ja się zastanawiam, co tu się dzieje. Okej, szybka zmiana pogody, ze słonecznej na deszczową, dobra, okej. Także lećmy na obronę przed czarną magią. Irytek! Irytek! Ciekaw jestem, czy mogę w niego... Nie mogę. Kurde, szkoda. Myślałem, że się da. Szkoda, szkoda. Irytek jest śmieszny. Dobra, mamy misję tego Wingardium Leviosa. O, drętwota. Pojedynkują się, aha, okej. Ups.
Professor Hecat!
A, Levioso, nie Leviosa.
I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Okej. Interesujące.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Mam
One
trochę
thing I've
racji.
learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Ale łatwiej jest załatwić kogoś z Awady Kadawry na przykład w plecy, czy coś, nie? Dobra, zacznijmy ten spell. Okej. Okej. Bęk, nauczone. Levioso.
Levioso.
No i sik, umiemy lewitować piórkiem.
Now, let's try
Wingard
something a little
Leviosa, Wingard. Okej, mamy jakiegoś przeciwnika, mamy z nim walczyć? Chyba tak, bo widzę, że tutaj pani profesor przesuwa. Tamten chłop się prawie wywalił, bo się oparł ręką. Było kozaczyć.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
Okej.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Dobra, Levioso.
Good. Well done.
Easy. To było proste.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only
Zaraz zostaniesz w pierdziel,
basic
kurde.
cast and Protego. You may begin.
Na Kimi, Protego, jak ja mu napierdzielę go. Patrzcie, o, pyk!
You're good.
How perceptive.
Pyk, 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 pyk. Patrzcie, bang, bang, bang. Szybciutka śmierć, gościu.
Joy and life.
Bang, 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 bang.
All of my students.
Bang, bang, bang.
Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Easy, easy.
Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Ale to było łatwiutkie.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Możesz mnie, chłopiec, smoknąć w dupkę.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
No i ja.
Professor Hecat. Glad
No
to
i
have
ja,
the
ha.
opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Dlaczego ono...
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Dlaczego ona mówi o jakimś goblinie?
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Tyle? Dobra, pogadajmy z tym Sebastianem.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand.
Chłopie, mogą cię podpalić.
Perhaps this wasn't your first
I
duel.
zadupcyć zawady kadawry.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Brzmi jak plan.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the
Oho!
you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you,
Racja.
Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the Clock Tower entrance. If you're interested.
No wiadomo, że jestem zainteresowany.
Revelio.
Zajęcia obrony przed czarną magią. Teraz pewnie mamy zajęcia z akcją. Weźmy tutaj...
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
A, gówno zrobię, nie wynalazłeś. Podróżowanie pioszkiem Fiły to fajna sprawa, ale to by było na tyle. Następne zajęcia ze zaklęć zobaczymy zobaczycie w następnym odcinku.